Hello, friends. Welcome to another episode of your podcast, Becoming You, where we discuss the complexities of adulthood. I am Bukola, your favorite host. Before I begin today's episode, I want to do a quick shout out. So now I'm calling on all my 9 to 5 warriors. Yes, we are warriors. The tech enthusiasts, Web3 advocates, social media experts or influencers, entertainment gurus, freelancers, what else? Soft life gang. You guys, come closer. I have a question for you. Are you currently in your line of profession because it's something you love doing, it aligns with your passion, or are you there for the financial stability and security it provides? Feel free to let me know in the comment section. By the way, none of the motive is wrong as far as you're happy and satisfied. I feel choosing a career path is one of the most delicate and crucial things we get to do as adults. And on today's episode, I'll be discussing how we can handle the confusion that comes with choosing a career path. Now let's dive into the conversation of the day. Right before we dive in, let's hear what these amazing people think of the adulthood phase.
Adulthood is responsibility.
Adulthood is complicated.
Adulthood is growth.
Adulthood is maturity.
Adulthood is being independent.
Adulthood is stressful.
Adulthood has been confronting.
Adulthood is draining.
Adulthood is decision making.
Adulthood is resilient.
Adulthood is overwhelming.
Adulthood is fun and adventurous.
Remember, I'm not here to demonize this phase, but to say it as it is. To begin, I would like to differentiate between a job and a career. Yes, a job is totally different from a career. They are two different things. In fact, you can have a job and not necessarily have a career. What do I mean? A job is something you do to make money, to earn money, to meet your basic daily needs. It could be full-time, part-time. It is mostly short-term. A job is more or less a side hustle. Meanwhile, a career is a long-term professional journey. It's something you do for a very long period of time. And to attain a certain level of success, you have to get training, certification. You have to dedicate your time, your energy into it. So that is what career is. And on this episode, the focus is on career and not job. To spice things up, I reached out to some professionals to understand the motivation behind their career choices, their level of satisfaction with the decisions they made, and to get advices for those that are still trying to navigate through career confusion. Stay with me as I'll be sharing their insights later on in the podcast. Choosing a career path can be a very, very confusing process, especially in the Nigerian context, because there are little or no opportunities and very few options to explore. What do I mean? You guys wait, let me defend myself. Firstly, many people do not get their preferred course of studies at the university and they have to make do with what they are given. For instance, in my case, I wanted to study law, but I was given the Portuguese language. Do I regret studying Portuguese, however? No, I don't, because it has steadily served as the icing on my cake. And aside from this, finding a job relating to your field of study in the Nigerian society is another battle. In fact, the job market is a battlefield. You see many people that studied biochemistry working in the banking and finance sector. So the whole thing has been modeled up together and we see ourselves grabbing any opportunity that comes our way. You're not trying to consider if it fits into your passion or if it aligns with your expectations. You just want to be busy. You just want to do something. In all sincerity, sticking to your passion as a Nigerian in Nigeria can be very hard. Besides societal factors, parental influence can also contribute to career confusion because many parents tend to project their desires on their kids. For instance, in our early formative years, our parents tend to impose their desires on us. You see a lot of parents trying to make their kids study things like medicine, law, engineering, accounting, because those were the areas they found prestigious. For them, prestige came first, then the lucrative abilities of the career came second. But passion was not in the picture for most of them. In fact, most of them literally threw passion out the window. Who passion help? You have to make logical choices in most Nigerian homes. As a result of all this, the societal limitation, parental expectations, lack of guidance, lack of opportunity, lack of exposure, options. Many people tend to settle for whatever they are given. In fact, most people feel frustrated and stuck with their career choices. Beside the external factors I've explored, career confusion can also be fueled by the internal struggle of not knowing whether to prioritize money or passion when making a career decision. While some would advise us to be logical, realistic, and go for well-paying professions, others will say follow your heart and go for something you're passionate about so you enjoy the fulfillment that comes with it. But I would say, before I actually say what I want to say, let's hear what the professionals I reached out to have to say on this matter. Then I would come back to share my insights.
I am a typical Nigerian and I'm in my late 40s. I work in the telecoms industry. My experience spans over 10 years. Well, my decision to join the telecoms industry was not driven by financial need. I was earning very, very little then. So I was not particular about the money, but I was focused on getting experienced on the job. And eventually, over the years, I have built a good network. I have built a career in the telecoms industry. Well, my current level of satisfaction, I could say that I am okay, but I am not there yet. Well, I would not advise that one should go into an industry because of financial needs. No, have a target. You should go into an industry for passion in your area of specialization, passion to do the job, passion to know that the industry you are going into, you want to contribute meaningfully. You should want to empower more people.
I'm in my early 20s. I'm currently a social media manager and a virtual assistant. I work for two companies. I took my current role because I needed to fend for myself and provide for my needs, not necessarily because it is something that I really want to do. My goal needs funding. Yeah, I would recommend that individuals make money and then have funding your lifelong dream or passion.
I'm in my late 20s. All right, currently I'm into IT support. When I started from the very beginning, I didn't really care about the financial gain, so I just wanted to learn. I would advise anybody who's having career confusion to just stick to a particular role, stick to one role, and then build yourself, build your knowledge on that. The financial aspect should not be the first thing.
I'm in my mid 20s and I'm a human resource associate in a recruiting and consulting firm. I've always wanted to work as a human resource personnel, so it's more of passion for me, and I'm doing what I love. I'm doing me, and it makes me happy actually. I would say that not everyone would actually know what they want to do at first instance, but I'll actually advise that I'd say always do you and let passion motivate you. Yes. So when your passion actually motivates you and not the money that comes with it, it just makes things easy. There's just this push and drive that passion just you. So I would say, you can do other things for your finances, but still always have that passion for that particular career.
Beautiful, beautiful insights there. Thank you so much for contributing to this topic and for sharing your insights with us. And it seems as though passion is winning the argument. Yeah, really. Building a career is very, very essential, and doing it in something or building a career in something you love can keep you motivated when the going gets tough. It's a long-term commitment, and I feel we have to be really honest with ourselves. We have to clearly define the motivation behind our career pursuits, because it will help us in the long run. I have met people that are currently building a career in a specific area because they need the money and the influence they will get from it to fuel their passion. I mean, this is totally fine. This is okay, and it's quite strategic if you ask me. Sincerely, with all the factors at play when it comes to picking a career or choosing a career, I would say it's okay for you to be confused. Like, career confusion is totally normal and it can happen to us at any age or stage of our lives. So you don't have to feel bad if you're currently confused, you don't know where to start from. It's normal. It's really, really okay and fine. It's really okay and fine because we are all in the process of self-discovery and growth. We have to recognize and realize that while some people might be able to identify their career paths early, they are go-getters, others might not. Others might struggle with it, and it's fine. Struggling with picking a career doesn't make you unserious. The struggle doesn't make you an unserious person. The struggle doesn't make you a less focused person. It just means you have to work more on yourself to identify where your passion lies. Fortunately for our generation, a positive shift is happening. With social media, with internet, we're able to discover more career opportunities. We are able to see that there are opportunities. Connecting to this global market has made us realize that there is so much more we can achieve. And it's even funny that the Gen X, or how do we call them, our parents, are really interested in these things too. The traditional way of doing things is being challenged. A lot of people are understanding things better. The other day, my mom came to me and she was asking me, she was like, Buki, I want to learn how to do this online thing that you're doing. Come and teach me how to make money online. And I told her it's not for you. And she was like, computer is for everybody. We can all exploit. It's just nice to see this shift happening. A lot of exciting opportunities and jobs are coming up, and monetizing our passion is now a very viable option. Some people are making money from doing what they know how to do best. It could be anything. We've seen people make money from traveling the world and exploring places. We've seen people make money for just living and breathing. Guys, I feel someone watching me right now is currently asking themselves, wait, what is my passion? They said we should follow our passion. How can I identify my passion? I'm really not passionate about anything. Well, before you start getting too hard on yourself, I want you to know that it's entirely fine for you to be unsure about your passion or your interest or your desire. However, I would advise you consider a polymath approach to exploring your interests, exploring different areas of interest and the different opportunities around you. Be open to exploring every opportunity that comes by, till you're able to figure out the one thing you want to do, till you're able to figure out the one thing you're passionate about, one thing that catches your interest. But I would say, when taking a polymath approach to exploring these opportunities, you have to be careful. You have to be careful of not being everywhere and nowhere. You have to be careful of not becoming a jack of all trades and a master of none, because in the long run, very important to also have an area of specialization. Using the polymath approach, you have to be your biggest critic. You have to ask yourself the difficult questions. Know when to go back. Know when to withdraw from something. Lastly, it will interest you to know that passion is not static. As we grow with exposure, we experience, our passion tends to change. And as such, pivoting is allowed. You can pivot at any time. If you don't feel the level of satisfaction you were feeling before from a particular thing you're doing, spice things up. Move from it. Change, pivot. You have to be strategic about it though. Speaking of this, on our next episode, we'll be discussing career transitions. I think that'll be all for this episode, and I hope I've been able to convince you and not confuse you that passion should be the top of the hierarchy of things we're to consider before choosing a career path. However, most importantly, whatever you choose to consider is left to you. Just try to prioritize your fulfillment and your happiness. Catch you on the next episode. Happy holidays. Ciao and bye. Thanks for listening. Catch you on the next episode. Do not forget to live every moment and leave no room for regrets. Remember to follow this channel so you get notification whenever I drop a new episode. Thank you. Bye.